Okay, in this short video I'm going to explain how to do the hub assignment, okay, and show you what it's going to look like when you're done with it. It takes a little time to do this, and it's tedious and it's easy to make a mistake, so make sure you save often and maybe save different revisions so that if you do make a mistake during the process, you can go back to a previous revision and continue from where you left off. Alright, so you're going to make a few concentric circles of different layers. You got the poly 0 layer, the poly 1 layer, poly 2 layer. You're going to use anchor 2, and you're going to use the EasyMems plate release function, okay, which I explained in another video, to make this structure. You're also going to make a dimple ring using a Boolean function as well. Alright, so this is what it looks like when you're done. You can see that you have concentric circles, so they're all aligned about the center axis, and then you have your release holes, and notice I took the release holes away from where they interfere with the dimple ring. That's this darker ring here. Okay, so make sure you do that. You can use the plate release array tool, the EasyMems tool, to create all of the release holes, but then you have to go in and individually get rid of a few of them that interfere with the dimple ring or that may be too close to the edge of the poly 1 structure. Alright, so I went ahead and did a 3D model of this, and it takes a while to do it because it's such a detailed structure. So be patient when you run your 3D modeler. Make sure you save your layout file before you run the 3D modeler. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the 3D window to show you what it looks like. Here's a close-up of the dimple ring. Okay, you can see the release holes. And now I've exaggerated the z-axis in here, and you can do that in the tools. If you go to this scale in z direction tool in the toolbar for looking at the 3D models, you can change the z factor. So if it's usually at 100, okay, so it'll look like this, kind of flat. With very large structures, you don't have much of an aspect ratio there, so you need to exaggerate the z-axis if you want to describe your design clearly. So I'm going to go put a z scaling factor of 400 back in, and you can see what that looks like. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and use the pan function, and I'm going to drag over to the center, okay, and I'm going to rotate it a little bit. Alright, so now you can see how that hub looks, and remember, this is a quarter cut, so you only see a quarter of the hub. So you can see the poly 2 is a little bit bigger than the hole in the poly 1. It's conformal to the poly 1 hole, and then it goes down to the anchor 2 hole, which is smaller than the poly 1 hole. Okay, so you can get an idea of what that looks like. All right, and then if we go ahead and we look at this whole thing, it's quite a nice structure. You see the dimple ring, the release holes, and the hub. Those are the main things you're going to learn to do today. All right, good luck. Make sure you go through all the other tutorial videos that show how to do the individual components to this. Alright, have a good day and good luck.